when they walk in?
Well, I would tell you it starts before you even get to your polling location. I would ensure that if you did not vote in the primary and you plan to vote in the runoff, that you verify your polling location by going online to do that. You can do that on our website at madisoncountyvotes.com or at alabamavotes.gov. Make sure you know where your polling location is located so that you report to the right location. Do your research in advance. Certainly our election workers can't guide you or give you advice on who to vote for or their position on those. Voting locations are certainly a neutral place, and so do your research in advance because no one can assist you in your decision making. And so know where you vote and be prepared to make your decision when you're provided your ballot on June the 21st. The other thing to remind voters of is if you voted in one party's primary, you can only vote in that same party's runoff. And so, as an example, if you voted in the Republican Party's primary, you can't vote in the Democratic Party's runoff. You would have to vote in the Republican Party's runoff. And the same if you voted in the Democratic primary. Now, if you didn't vote at all in the primary, or you voted a constitutional amendment only ballot, you could vote in either party's runoff.
Okay, that's good to know, especially for someone who's a first-time voter and missed
Sure.
the primary. So, what would you need to bring with you?
You want to make sure that you have a piece of government-issued photo identification and that it is valid, that it's not expired. The most common thing we see, of course, is a driver's license. If you have a voter that does not have an appropriate piece of identification, they can go to the Board of Registrar's office on any business day, even on Election Day itself, and receive a free piece of photo voter identification that is good only for voting purposes. So our requirement for photo identification doesn't prohibit or keep anyone from exercising their right to vote.
Wow, that's good to know. So this is something they can get on site?
They can get it at the Board of Registrar's office, which is actually located here in this building. They can't get it at a polling location, but they can get it here 8:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday, and then on Election Day as well, here at 1918 North Memorial Parkway in Huntsville.
Okay, great. That's excellent. What about electronic devices? Like when you head to your voting booth, can you have that on you? Are you able to Google and look up candidates? I mean, like you said earlier, you should do your homework and already know who you're voting for, but just in the event that someone...
Well, it's so rare these days that someone doesn't have some type of mobile device. I want you to keep in mind that you shouldn't be disruptive with your mobile device, so we would ask that you not make telephone calls or use that mobile device inside a polling location. General photography is also not allowed within a polling location, so you can't take pictures of other individuals, the voting location in general. You can take a selfie with your ballot. That is allowed, but and there's an act that was passed specifically for that purpose. But again, you have to do that in a way that it's not obtrusive or the least bit disturbing to other voters.
It's amazing that you point that out because I know years ago there was this issue of whether or not you can take a selfie with your ballot if you've marked it, even if you marked it.
It's permitted. Yeah, it is permitted.
That's good to know.
But no general photography or videography is allowed in a polling location.
Okay, thank you. What should you not have in your voting booth?
Well, I don't know that there's anything that you should not have. Keep in mind, you could be at a location where there are individuals campaigning outside, and so they might hand you something. Please keep in mind that you can't campaign inside a polling location, and all campaigning must occur at least 30 or more feet from the entrance to that facility. And so it could be that you're given a pamphlet or something that you bring in with you. We ask that you not redistribute it and that it leaves with you or that you place it in the trash because anything left behind will be quickly collected and put into the wastebasket. We want to create, again, a very neutral environment for all voters.
Last two questions. Are there any shirts that are prohibited or caps that are prohibited?
A voter may wear anything that they choose into a voting location. Now, they cannot actively campaign. So you might have on a Vote For t-shirt, or you might be wearing someone's campaign sticker, something of that nature. You can wear anything you like, but you cannot actively campaign inside a polling location. Now, election officials, poll workers, poll watchers, any member of my staff, the sheriff's staff, anybody that's allowed inside a polling location, of course, must be plainclothes. Election workers, watchers, and members of my team certainly cannot wear anything campaign related at all in any way.
Okay, so the individual voter